So, let's start with vitamin D3. This is the energy foundation vitamin. And honestly, it might be the single most common deficiency tied to fatigue in the world. Your body makes vitamin D when sunlight hits your skin, but most people don't get nearly enough sun, especially if you live somewhere with actual winters or if you're stuck inside all day at work. And here's the thing. Vitamin D isn't just about bones. It directly affects how your mitochondria produce energy inside your cells. Without enough of it, your cellular batteries literally can't charge properly. If you're deficient, you're going to feel tired all the time, like bone-deep, soul-crushing tired that sleep doesn't fix. Your muscles and joints might ache for no clear reason. You get sick more often because your immune system is compromised, and your mood tanks, especially in winter. There's a reason seasonal depression is a thing. People who are overweight, darker-skinned, or over 50 don't produce vitamin D as efficiently, so they need even more. The best source is just getting outside in the sun for 15 to 20 minutes a day without sunscreen. But let's be real, most people aren't doing that consistently. Fatty fish like salmon and mackerel help. Egg yolks have a bit. But honestly, vitamin D3 is one of those things where almost everyone should just supplement. 2,000 to 4,000 IU per day is a solid starting point. Take it with a meal that has some fat in it, since it's fat-soluble. You'll probably notice the difference within a few weeks. Omega-3 fatty acids, the anti-inflammation energy booster. These aren't technically a vitamin, but they're absolutely essential for energy production and brain function. Omega-3s, specifically EPA and DHA, help your cell membranes stay flexible and functional, which directly affects how well your cells can produce and use energy. They also reduce inflammation throughout your body, and chronic inflammation is one of the biggest hidden drains on your energy. If you're low on omega-3s, you're going to feel mentally foggy and physically sluggish. Your brain doesn't work as sharp as it should. You might feel more anxious or down than usual because omega-3s are crucial for making neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. Your joints might ache. You get tired faster during exercise, and your recovery from workouts or stress takes way longer than it should. The tricky part is that most people eat way too many omega-6s from vegetable oils and processed foods, and not nearly enough omega-3s. That imbalance creates chronic low-grade inflammation that just drains you. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies are the best sources. If you don't eat fish regularly, you pretty much need to supplement. Look for a high-quality fish oil or algae-based omega-3 if you're vegan. Aim for at least 1,000 to 2,000 mg of combined EPA and DHA per day. Magnesium, the anti-exhaustion mineral. This one is massive. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, and one of its main jobs is converting the food you eat into ATP, which is the energy currency your cells run on. Without enough magnesium, your cells literally can't produce energy efficiently. And a huge percentage of people are deficient without knowing it. If you're low on magnesium, you're going to feel exhausted in this bone-deep way where nothing recharges you. Your muscles feel heavy and weak. You get cramps, especially at night in your calves or feet. A lot of people get that annoying eye twitch that won't go away. And here's the kicker. Magnesium also controls your sleep quality. So even if you're sleeping 7 or 8 hours, you wake up feeling like garbage because you never got into deep sleep. Your mind feels wired at night, like you're exhausted but can't shut off. Low magnesium also makes you anxious and irritable for no reason. Little things stress you out more than they should. It's like your nervous system is stuck in fight-or-flight mode, which absolutely burns through your energy reserves. The reason so many people are low is because modern farming has depleted magnesium from the soil, so even healthy foods don't have as much as they used to. Plus, stress, alcohol, and caffeine all burn through magnesium like crazy. Dark chocolate, almonds, cashews, spinach, avocados, and black beans are good sources. But honestly, this is one where most people should just supplement. Magnesium glycinate is the form that's easiest on your stomach and actually helps with sleep. Take 300 to 400 milliliters before bed. You'll probably notice a difference within a few days. Iodine, the metabolism regulator. Your thyroid needs iodine to make hormones that control your metabolism and energy production. And when you're deficient, your thyroid can't do its job properly, which means your entire metabolism slows down. You're going to feel tired and sluggish all the time. You might gain weight even though you're not eating more. You feel cold constantly, like you can never warm up. Your brain feels foggy and slow. Your hair might thin out, and your skin gets dry. In severe cases, your thyroid can actually swell up into what's called a goiter, which is a visible lump on your neck. Iodized salt was literally invented to solve this problem, and it worked. So if you use iodized salt, you're probably fine. But here's the thing. A lot of people have switched to sea salt or Himalayan pink salt exclusively, and those aren't iodized. So you might actually be missing out on iodine without realizing it. Seaweed, fish, dairy, and eggs are also good sources. But if you avoid all of those and don't use iodized salt, you might want to consider a supplement. Just don't go overboard. Too much iodine can also mess with your thyroid. Around 150 mg per day is the sweet spot for most people. Calcium, the muscle function mineral. Everyone knows calcium is for bones and teeth, but it also plays a huge role in muscle contractions and nerve signaling. And when you're low on it, your muscles don't work as efficiently, which tanks your energy. Low calcium doesn't usually show up as obvious fatigue right away. It's more subtle. You might get muscle cramps, especially in your legs. You feel weak or shaky. Your heart might feel like it's beating irregularly because your heart is a muscle too, and it needs calcium to contract properly. The scary thing about calcium deficiency is that your body will pull calcium from your bones to keep your blood levels normal. So you won't feel anything wrong for years, and then suddenly your bones are weak and you're at risk for fractures. Dairy is the obvious source: milk, cheese, yogurt. But you can also get it from sardines with bones, broccoli, kale, fortified plant milks, and almonds. The key is making sure you're also getting enough vitamin D and magnesium, because without those, your body can't absorb or use calcium properly. They all work together. Vitamin B1, also called thiamine. This one is all about energy conversion. Your body uses it to turn the carbs you eat into actual usable energy. And if you're low on it, you're going to feel tired and weak all the time. Your muscles might feel like they can't generate power. And your brain fog will be next level. Trouble concentrating, trouble remembering things, like your mind is moving through molasses. In more serious cases, it can mess with your heart function and cause this pins and needles feeling in your hands and feet. People who drink a lot of alcohol are especially at risk for this one because alcohol literally blocks your body from absorbing thiamine. The fix is pretty straightforward. Whole grains, pork, sunflower seeds, legumes, and nutritional yeast are all loaded with it. If you eat mostly refined carbs and processed foods instead of whole grains, there's a decent chance you're not getting enough. It's pretty easy to get if you're eating real food, though. B-complex vitamins. The energy production team. When people think about energy, they usually think about B vitamins because of all those energy drinks that load them in. And yeah, there's a reason for that. The B-complex includes 8 different vitamins: B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, and B12, and they all work together to convert food into energy and keep your nervous system functioning. But the big ones for energy specifically are B6, B9, and B12. B6 helps make neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. So if you're deficient, it's not just your energy that crashes. Your mood does too. You might feel more anxious or depressed. You could get cracks at the corners of your mouth or a swollen tongue. B9, also called folate, helps your body make red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your tissues. Without enough, you literally can't deliver oxygen efficiently, so you feel exhausted, pale, short of breath. And B12 is essential for your nervous system and red blood cells. When you're low on B12, you feel absolutely wiped out. Tingling in your hands and feet. Brain fog, where you can't think clearly. The tricky thing is that B12 is only found naturally in animal products: meat, fish, eggs, dairy. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, you have to supplement. And even people who eat meat can become deficient as they get older because your gut doesn't absorb it as well. If you're over 50 or take antacids or metformin, you're at higher risk. A good B-complex supplement covers all of them. Or you can focus on getting B12 separately if that's your main concern. Coenzyme Q10, also called CoQ10, the cellular power plant nutrient. This one is directly involved in how your mitochondria produce ATP, which is the energy molecule your cells run on. Think of CoQ10 as the spark plug for your cellular engines. Without enough of it, your cells literally can't generate energy efficiently. And as you get older, your body produces less of it naturally. If you're low on CoQ10, you're going to feel fatigued in this deep, systemic way. Your muscles feel weak, especially during exercise. You don't recover well from physical activity. Your brain feels sluggish, and your heart might not pump as efficiently because your heart muscle is one of the most energy-demanding tissues in your body. People who take statin drugs for cholesterol are especially at risk because statins actually block CoQ10 production as a side effect. Organ meats like liver and heart are the best food sources, but let's be honest, most people aren't eating those regularly. Fatty fish, spinach, and broccoli have some, but not a ton. This is one where supplementation makes sense, especially if you're over 40 or on statins. Ubiquinol is the active form and absorbs better than ubiquinone. 100 to 200 milliliters per day is a solid dose. Take it with a meal that has fat in it. L-carnitina, the fat-burning energy transporter. L-carnitine's job is to shuttle fatty acids into your mitochondria so they can be burned for energy. Without enough of it, your body can't efficiently use fat as fuel, which means you're running on a limited energy source. If you're deficient, you're going to feel tired, especially during exercise or any physical activity. Your muscles feel weak and don't recover well. You might notice you hit a wall faster during workouts. Your brain might feel foggy because your brain uses fat for energy too. And you might struggle to lose weight even if you're eating right and exercising, because your body literally can't access its fat stores efficiently. Your body makes some L-carnitine on its own, but you also get it from food. Red meat is by far the best source: beef, lamb, venison. Dairy has a bit. Plant foods have almost none. So if you're vegetarian or vegan, you're probably low unless you supplement. Athletes and people who do a lot of physical activity also tend to need more. 500 to 2,000 milliliters per day is the typical supplemental dose. Acetyl L-carnitine is a form that crosses into the brain more easily and can help with mental energy and focus. Vitamin K2, the calcium director. Most people have never even heard of K2, but it's absolutely crucial for energy because of what it does with calcium. K2's job is to make sure calcium goes where it's supposed to, into your bones and teeth, and stays out of places it shouldn't be, like your arteries and soft tissues. When calcium builds up in your arteries, it reduces blood flow, which means less oxygen and nutrients getting to your tissues. That makes you feel tired and sluggish. K2 also works with vitamin D to improve mitochondrial function, which directly affects how much energy your cells can produce. If you're low on K2, you might not feel overtly tired, but you'll notice you just don't have the same stamina or recovery. Your cardiovascular health suffers, which affects everything. K2 is found in fermented foods like natto, which is fermented soybeans. It's also in sauerkraut, certain cheeses like Gouda and Brie, and egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens. Most people get plenty of K1 from leafy greens, but K2 is the one a lot of people are low on without knowing it. A supplement with 100 to 200 mcg of K2 MK7 is a good insurance policy, especially if you're also taking vitamin D. Iron. The oxygen delivery nutrient. Iron helps carry oxygen in your blood, and when you don't have enough, your entire body is running on less oxygen than it needs, which absolutely destroys your energy levels. This is one of the most common deficiencies out there, especially in women because of menstruation. And the fatigue from low iron is brutal. It's not the kind of tired where you feel sleepy. It's the kind where you feel completely drained, like your battery is at 5% all day long. Sleep doesn't fix it. Coffee doesn't touch it. Nothing helps. You might also look pale, especially around your inner eyelids and nail beds. You get dizzy or lightheaded when you stand up. You're short of breath doing things that normally wouldn't bother you, like walking upstairs or carrying groceries. Your nails might get brittle or develop this weird spoon shape, which is a classic sign. Some people get intense cravings for ice or even dirt. It's called pica, and it's your body desperately trying to get minerals. Red meat is the best source because it has hemi-iron, which your body absorbs way better than the iron from plants. But you can also get it from spinach, lentils, beans, and fortified cereals. Just know that plant-based iron isn't absorbed as easily, so if you're vegetarian or vegan, you need to eat a lot more of it. Eating it with vitamin C helps, like spinach with lemon juice or beans with bell peppers. If you suspect iron deficiency, get a blood test before you start supplementing, because too much iron can actually be harmful. But if you are low, an iron supplement plus vitamin C will usually fix it within a few weeks. Vitamin C, the energy protector. Everybody knows vitamin C is the immune system vitamin, but it also plays a huge role in energy production. Vitamin C helps your body make carnitine, which we just talked about. That's what transports fat into your mitochondria to be burned for energy. It also protects your mitochondria from oxidative stress, which means they can keep producing energy efficiently without getting damaged. And vitamin C helps your body absorb iron from plant foods, so if you're low on both, you're in double trouble. If you're deficient in vitamin C, you're going to feel fatigued and weak. You'll bruise really easily. Your gums might bleed when you brush your teeth. Cuts and wounds will take forever to heal. Your skin will look dry and dull. In extreme cases, you get scurvy, which is what sailors used to get on long voyages. But you don't need to go that far to feel the effects of low vitamin C. Even mild deficiency will sap your energy and make you more susceptible to getting sick. Citrus fruits, bell peppers, strawberries, kiwi, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts are all packed with it. It's pretty hard to be deficient if you eat any fruits or vegetables at all. But if you're a smoker or under a lot of stress, you burn through vitamin C faster and might need more than average. 500 to 1,000 irons per day from food and supplements combined is a good target.